Are we on the internet, Danny?
Yes, yes we are, Brian.
Oh, God. Tonight, the Mighty Nine, Max loves that photo. The Mighty Nine tangle with snake creatures, attempt to stealth, and enter the Temple of Doom. We'll break it all down with my guests, Sam Riegel, Taliesin Jaffe. With me, as always, the lovely Danny Carr.
Woo!
And with us, as always, Maxwell James.
Fired, Chief. That is a terrible picture.
It is.
Wait, is there a bad picture of Max?
No. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's a great picture.
It's a great
Fabulous
picture. All that and more tonight on Talks Machina. Hit it, Chief. We're back. A couple of announcements before we get into this exciting episode of Critical Role. You know, this is the Critical Role after show.
Yeah.
After all.
Cool.
The latest episode of Between the Sheets featuring Daytime Emmy Award-winning Sam Riegel
Yeah, dropped yesterday.
aired last night.
It aired last night.
Aired last night.
When can the folks see it on YouTube?
Tomorrow morning, youtube.com/Critical Role. You can watch it there. A great episode. Thank you very much for hanging out with me for a couple hours.
It was my pleasure, and you know, we're back doing it again tonight. I feel like this channel is mostly just you and me talking.
Are you saying that everyone's riding on our coattails and we're the two that are actually making everything work here?
I mean,
He's also saying that you look a lot like Liam at this point. He can't tell you too
He's
far.
having a, oh, wow, starting to get mixed.
we'll need to turn off the lights and take off our clothes for me to really know the difference.
Oh, okay, yeah. Find out we're all the
Braille
same.
check.
The Braille check, as I said? Yep. No, you beat me to it. Taliesin, as always, wearing two different colored
I am.
socks,
I'm
both
wearing-
of them
yeah.
fabulous. Yep, that looks good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next up, the next episode of All Work, No Play, another show on this channel featuring Sam and a guy who looks like me, will debut this Friday night, twitch.tv/Critical Role at 7 p.m. Pacific. Same time it's been on each week. Then it gets uploaded to YouTube on Sundays, youtube.com/Critical Role. This week, Liam and Sam do yoga with goats with guests TJ Storm and the mighty Travis Willingham.
Yeah, this one's actually, I mean, they're all good, but this one is.
I saw photos. I saw photos, and this looks intense.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. You're excited about it?
I'm very excited about it.
You look dangerous.
It was. It was. Yeah, there was animals involved.
Yeah, and goats. Also, we're headed overseas next week for London MCM. Whoa. Oh my goodness! Are you guys ready? You packed? You
Oh, yeah,
ready
I've
to
been
go?
working on my bad English accent. I'm very excited. Really bad.
Boy.
Have you
don't have a-
have you packed? Do you have?
I'm still packed from New York. I assume it's the same thing, except I
That's
have to
gotta be the same weather,
I have
right?
to up the tweed. Is all I'm like. I'm packing slightly more tweed.
Nice, nice.
Getting tweety with it. Join us on always. Join us on October 27th and 28th for our very first trip overseas. More info and schedule at critroll.com. Last but not least, we have a new emote in our roster
What is it?
at twitch.tv/Critical Role. Based on popular demand, our new Laura Bailey emote is here.
Wow!
Designed by our beloved Arsqueef. It's now available for Twitch subscribers at twitch.tv/Critical Role to celebrate America's sweetheart.
Oh, that's adorable.
She's still there?
No, she's gone.
Okay. Without further ado, let us discuss episode 38 of Critical Role Campaign 2, Welcome to the Jungle. We can't do too much. We're back. As always, we begin tonight's interview with stats
Yeah.
from our friends at Crit Roll Stats.
Ooh.
It's like magic.
This is a well-oiled machine,
It
you
sure
guys.
is like it is. Hey guys, the Mighty Nine hit 150 natural ones in this episode.
Not in this episode. Our total got to 150.
At some point during this episode, the Mighty Nine has achieved a total of 150 natural ones for Campaign 2 of Critical Role.
Got it.
Thursdays at 7 p.m. Number 150 was Jester's acrobatic check to get away from the what is it? Wanty abomination.
I believe so.
That was 150. Jester also set the record for most nat ones in a single episode for Campaign 2.
That was rough.
5. So close.
That was rough.
The record was previously held by Bo and Not, which was 4.
Oh man!
In one episode.
Well, we got a goal to beat then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time.
Shooting for 6.
Yeah.
You guys remember these are not still going to charity, right?
What?
Nope.
Who was the guy around collecting cash after each episode? Maxwell James. Maxwell James.
I love that. Oh,
There we go. Oh, God. He left.
This is becoming a morning zoo show.
Thank you. Thank you. Finally, a compliment from you about Tox Machina.
Yeah, we need a
We
soundboard.
do. I used to have one. Remember when I would do the huzzahs on Sirenscape? Oh, boy. Hey, guys. Our first question of the night from Wolf Dragon.
Okay.
Everyone, how was spending time with Momlin? Did she reveal any other Sam secrets like the comic books? It was great. Momlin was the best.
yeah, I learned a lot from
Yeah, we
Momlin.
asked a lot of.
Because I was the one gluing the ears on Momlin.
Yeah, you were so nice to my mom. That was her first ever elf ears. She wore these elf ears for the
Yep.
big live show. She might have worn them on our panel day too. But she had never done this. She bought a bunch of prosthetic ears, and Taliesin was tapped to glue them on. So he got.
And she knew quite a bit about my alma mater, my junior high school. So we had some
Oh.
conversations
Well,
about.
that's right,
Yeah,
that's
because
right.
I
You
went
had a
to like one of those irritating performing arts schools that are very hoity-toity.
yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
it was good.
I loved hanging out with her, and it was weird to have like worlds colliding.
Right.
Everyone was, a lot of you guys had asked me before she went out to make her appearances at our panel and our live show, like, are you nervous? Are you nervous? Your mom's going to go out there in front of 3,000 people. Are you nervous? And I was like, no, this is what she was born for. She loves this stuff. She's a bigger ham than me.
Yep.
She killed it.
She
She's great.
totally killed.
I would
Yeah.
be very nervous if my mom was going out there. That would make me intensely nervous.
Of course.
Well,
Say,
she's got hundreds of thousands of years of secrets on you, so I would be too. There's a lot of who knows what
Queen
could.
of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned. Hey, Taliesin.
Yeah.
Kuwik Hans wants to know. I tried. Clay seems more upset about undead than most clerics. Is that just because he's a grave cleric and he considers them to be against the natural order of things, or does he have a personal history with them?
A bit of both, but yeah, that's definitely. I mean, it's taking. I've actually rolled a couple times to be like, am I gonna not be able to handle this well? No, he's cool. He's cool. Yeah, he. Part of his build is that the notion is that there's a direction that these things are supposed to move, and that is very much something moving against the grain in a very intense way. And I like the idea that there's. What's the point of having an imaginary organized religion of any kind if you can't have something that they're just really defiantly against on a fundamental level?
Right.
It's half the fun. So yeah, he is not happy. He's really, really not enjoying this at all.
Dang. You're going to love our GIF of the week tonight.
Oh no.
Sam, the Meggy Pants, wants to know.
Great name.
Not seems to be turning to alcohol more again in these past few episodes. Aside from the water, what about this new environment scares her the most?
I mean, we've been doing some pretty dangerous stuff with some pretty dangerous folks. I think that's a lot of it. Water doesn't help. I mean, she's just she's out of her comfort zone right now in terms of where she is in the world. She's been taken outside the kingdom, the monarchy, whatever it is, and
Empire.
yeah, the empire, and she's And yeah, we're working for this, or working with this captain who's threatened to kill us, and there's snakes and lizards, and yeah, wouldn't you drink, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Literally the entire time.
Yeah. So.
I'm drinking right now talking about it. Just kidding. That's a good answer, though.
Thanks.
Taliesin.
Stressful situation. Yeah.
David Foe wants to know.
I love pho.
Oh,
This is pho. Oh,
Foe,
it's
dude.
not faux.
It's not pho like pho.
Pho.
But thanks for trying to correct my pronunciation of pho by saying pho
It's
when
actually
I said
pronounced
pho.
pho.
Pho?
Yeah.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Whoa, where'd you learn that?
Vietnam.
Oh, cool.
Motherfucker.
Wow, I didn't know you were in Vietnam, man. I mean, I knew you were old, but Taliesin, Caduceus has been brutalized a bit lately. You've done a really great job RPing a resilient and chill character that seems to stay pretty unfazed. But is there a breaking point?
Probably. I definitely was not expecting to have this character get so brutalized so quickly, so often. And I haven't really finished nailing him down emotionally yet. And I was just talking with a friend about this morning of like, I genuinely don't know what Zen people do when everything goes to shit. And I've been trying to figure out what is the Zen attitude to everything goes to shit.
But truly, you must have some Zen friends that you can.
I do, but like I've never like most of them have like led relatively calm, peaceful lives. I'm trying to find like my one Zen friend who's like, "You've been stranded on a desert island after your plane crashed. Tell me about that." I'm like, that's the guy I don't have right now. So I'm.
Well, let's get him Tom Hanks.
Let's get Tom Hanks in here.
Tom Hanks on the phone.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can find somebody on Craigslist.
Tom Hanks or Craigslist?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Your options, Taliesin, are Tom Hanks or Craigslist.
Some guy from Craigslist.
Like I was planning on like delving deep into that, but I got to say the Jester's little speech like really chilled him out. Like I was like, I'm very comforted by that. That's really nice.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna be okay. All right. Apparently Laura knew what to say to.
Well, she's had to chill out Travis on many occasions. But what I've noticed is, since we've met Caduceus, there hasn't been a moment where we've all like had a sit down of like, hey, tell us about yourself.
No.
I don't think we've ever
He's
asked.
learned a lot about you guys, but you haven't learned a lot about him yet.
I don't know if we've had like a
spy?
nice, fun bar night where like.
We haven't. He also, I don't know, he doesn't drink, which is another. He's been ordering and not drinking, and nobody has noticed yet that he has not been. He's been ordering and drinking
plot twist.
Fake sipping.
Whoa.
He's not. After that first night, he was like, never again.
Oh man.
He's like George Clooney. Did you ever hear about that?
No, does he?
So George Clooney, apparently, super likable guy. People buy him drinks all the time. He does one of those slick things where he pours it out.
He throws it over his shoulder.
Like literally, he'll pour it out like and do like a shot, you know. And they always, and then he does that. He pretends to drink
so that
when
he
he's
can
out.
just last longer in the night and be more charming than the rest, or is he just a prankster? Or
I think it has to do with like if you're that famous and you go out in public, you have to maintain your composure to a certain degree.
I know all about that, Brian. Yeah,
I was just about to say something you know about. Yeah,
this is rule one of celebrity.
Of ultra fame
is throw a shot on the floor.
When Sam leaves the building, we have a blanket we throw over you to like get you to the car.
Yep. He's like Mercer's hair. You can spot it from a mile away. Sam.
Oh, sure.
Speaking of you, very accomplished, Meg M. Hannah wants to know, is being the mom friend something inherent in Knott's personality, or is it a role she's taking on out of necessity?
The mom friend, like the mothering friend, I assume
think
that
so. I
means?
think that's what they mean.
Well,
Max has a mom friend, but it's a little bit different of a situation.
Who, you mean
I'm with you.
Maxwell James?
Is it really going to work?
Y'all keep being mean to my Max.
We're not being mean, Danny. We gave him his own thing. We gave him his own corner. He gets a whole corner of the show now.
Yep. There's not really another mothering figure. Maybe Caduceus a little bit.
Actually, that's a great point.
But like not, he wouldn't see it that way.
No, and it's more of, Caduceus isn't a nurturing mother. It's
No.
more of like a wise older brother or
Yeah.
a wise pothead or a
A
wise.
wise pothead is definitely like a really good, like a solid pot dealer.
A
The
wise
guy-
pothead is his PlayStation screen.
Wise pothead, yes.
But yeah, there isn't a nurturing figure, right? I mean, there's nobody.
Not necessarily. I mean, everyone seems to kind of have so much baggage right now to me. And Danny, you can weigh in on this too. Like, everyone seems so focused. Half the people seem focused on just holding it together. The other half are like, focus on the mission. I've got all this shit in my rearview mirror that's going to catch up at some point, but things just keep progressing. And I don't see a lot of nurturing
and
coming from.
in the last campaign, I feel like Pike was a little bit of that mothering influence, and I just remember that being such a great dynamic whenever we got to explore it, and I think within the group dynamic, Nod is just filling that need.
Somebody has to be the level-headed one that is there to comfort the people who aren't keeping it together as well.
And why can't that level-headed, comforting force be coming from a 3.5-foot insane goblin alcoholic?
There we go.
Yeah.
Any port in the storm, as they say. When he mentioned Taliesin, when he mentioned that you might be the next closest thing, but not really, what's your perspective then on how he views
I'd
it?
say as soon as Caduceus sort of levels out, which he hasn't quite done yet. He's still a little shell-shocked by everything and almost drowning, and also agreeing that the water is kind of bad. And I think the second that Caduceus has some time to take stock, he's going to realize that he is in fact surrounded by unhealthy lunatics, and should probably do something about that. But he has not. There really hasn't been a moment to breathe.
No.
Yet.
No, we've had some long travel sequences that we kind of glossed over.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to just. There hasn't been an episode, thank God, where we're just like, hey, you guys get to just talk for 3 days.
We haven't done a pub crawl. We haven't done a pub crawl
Yeah.
yet. And he's definitely hasn't really communed with his gods in a while, and that's making him nervous, and he's kind of wondering when the next sign is coming, and things keep going horribly wrong, and he's kind of a little distracted.
Yeah.
He's a little distracted.
Interesting. I wonder when the signs are coming.
Anything would be good at this point.
Yeah. Guys, at Draws Shits, someone who
He draws shits.
draws shits. Now that you've seen Travis struggle with his sailor background, is there any special research or study that you're doing for your own character background stories, or have done? Is there any panic? Was there any panic in you of going like, oh shit, Travis didn't really know his shit when this got introduced? I better know my.
It occurred to me that I should probably, as an alchemist, know a little bit about chemistry. So I've looked up a couple things. They haven't really come into play, but I should probably have a chemistry cheat sheet just in case. But
How much did you learn about, Terry's background before you introduced Terry? Like, did you learn about
Terry was
the
filthy
robots
rich.
and the? Well, yeah, obviously.
So that was a no-brainer because I'm already filthy rich.
Plan to type.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Never gonna
Oh boy.
No, he didn't
we're gonna
know
just
it.
keep it. We're just
He
gonna keep
didn't know anything.
skyrocketing.
He didn't know anything, so I didn't have much research
Yeah.
to do.
Like you, head full of crickets, just relied on his charm.
Absolutely. Charm and money. That's me in a nutshell. But yeah, I should probably learn some more about chemistry. You probably need to know some fungus shit and.
I'm trying to learn a little bit more about. I've been trying to pick up a little bit more about fungus and mushrooms and
Did
how
you know,
things
Taliesin,
decompose.
that green tea, oolong tea, and black tea are all the same plant?
I didn't, but I feel like I should have known that.
It's just how long they're
you cook?
fermented, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
See, when you're rich, you have time to learn shit like this. Those
I
of
go to
us that
sleep
have,
every night with a fun fact of the day learning tape.
Oh, that's good.
you
I
have,
have a
you have
tea
a
brick at
calendar
home
that
I
you
love.
tear off every day, and that's some weird fact about tea on it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I had
Give
no
Charles
idea.
that calendar.
I need to
Yeah.
learn more about tea. Apparently, that's definitely on the list. But mostly I was trying to study enough Zen to kind of. I was studying a little bit of Zen. And
I guess
and-
that's good to learn too. I was thinking
Philosophy.
more like you should go to a morgue and learn how bodies decompose.
Well, I mean, I know a little bit about that from life on the streets, so to speak. I don't know if we covered. No, we didn't. But yeah.
I learned
you
a
seen a lot
lot
of
about
dead
how a
bodies?
body decomposes by life on the streets.
yeah, that is the school of hard knocks.
I have some friends who are in forensic anthropology, so I've seen some shit.
Oh, we didn't really get into that in
No,
your
we didn't
episode.
get
We could have done
That's
a
a whole
12-hour
nother
episode
thing.
with Taliesin. Jesus Christ.
Leave them wanting more.
Yeah, exactly. That's never worked for me. Hey, let's give away some free shit, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
Taliesin, huge fan of my segues. Our first giveaway tonight is honoring your epic gift-making skills. It's Gift of the Week.
Gift of the week. You should give away a
Give
segment.
it a week.
Our winner for episode 38 of Campaign 2 was sent in by 2 sloths.
Oh, okay.
Better than one.
Now, this takes a minute, but it's glorious. Take it away, Chief.
Shenanigans. They have not bothered me before. Perhaps they seem to enjoy your flavors more than mine. Didn't catch that.
I'm on you,
sir.
Yep.
Huh?
Are the insects really not bothering him at all?
This is all I ever wanted.
Fuck, fuck. Just out of idle curiosity. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Biting the nails.
Gas detect shenanigans?
Okay, Taliesin, you motherfucker.
Oh man, I felt so good about that.
Pew, 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 pew.
That was great.
There was a lot of-
That was a silent movie.
It
That
was.
that
There was a
like
lot of
whole-
good gold in there, like
Yeah.
mixed throughout. Hey, congrats to you, to both of you sloths. You have won this Wild Mount dice set. Ooh, gold and black. Gold and black. And then you can see the, if I move my stupid hand out of the way, you can see the 20 on this is a
A deep mossy green in the
is
cut,
a
yeah.
CR logo. If you roll a natural 20. All right, get your own Wild Mount dice set.
Whittled amount.
They come in this cool little mini Crown Royale bag.
All the dice, the best dice bags are mini Crown Royale.
They sure are.
What was the dice bag of the 90s,
was the-
90s and early 2000s?
Mine
Just
is
the Crown
mine
Royal.
has the one that I have that my aunt made me has the drawstring from a Crown Royal bag.
Whoa.
Is the Danny Cam? I don't know how this show works, Brian.
We'll figure it out.
Is the Danny Cam? Is she in? Is it nighttime where she is? She looks so blue over there. Is it
It's the
supposed to be moonlight?
Yeah, we have direct moonlight coming
Oh.
in. We're actually right now we shoot under the Sepulveda Pass.
Sure.
But there's a tiny bit of moonlight that just finds its way in. Don't forget,
My lighting.
you can submit for our weekly contest by emailing your submission to submit@talksmachina.com. Moving on with the question for Taliesin from Miss Sunflower 94.
Hey.
Caduceus has been increasingly disillusioned with both. Disillusioned with the Mighty Nine. What about them frustrates him most, and what about them keeps him with them?
I don't want to say he had a very easy life before this happened to him, but there was a certain order to the universe that he has come to expect, and it has been thrown into great disarray by he was prepared to go off on an epic quest to save his home, and it was supposed to go the way epic quests are supposed to go, and this has not been this has been bad, and he's not leaving honestly, he's not leaving because Jester made a point of aren't you you're supposed to have faith in your deities. You're obviously doing this. You should be doing it. And he's doing his best to just sort of accept that maybe he's not supposed to understand what's happening right now. But it's definitely still gnawing at him a little bit. So
Interesting. Wonder if,
yeah, no, he's confused and trying his best to just let things happen because that's how the Wild Mother works.
Right?
So
How the Wild Mother works?
That's his god?
That's the god, right? Yeah. I was just making sure that's what he said,
Yeah,
Danny.
Wild
Jesus
Mother.
Christ.
Learn your lore.
Can you get rid of that fucking picture of me? Just push it face down. Whatever, you quit. Max.
2 weeks notice.
He already put in his 2
Ryan.
weeks. Sam,
Oh, yeah, hi.
distract us from our fired employee with an answer to this question. This is from McFly9419.
Okay.
Not left her goblin tribe due to moral objections. Does she have any similar objections to some of the Mighty Nine's actions lately?
She has been surprised by some of the things that we've done as a group.
But not put off? Surprised, but not.
I think she knows that it's been so far out of necessity. And I don't think that Not views the incident on the docks as bad as some of the other folks
Interesting.
did. Because things just happened so fast.
that was chaos.
It was chaotic, and it seemed like we were mostly concerned with self-preservation, like we weren't actively trying to harm people. But some of the other actions that she's seen lately have been surprising to her. However, she's not she and Caleb did a lot of bad stuff to survive, and she steals a lot. Like she lives in a very morally gray area. So I don't think that she's considering leaving or anything. In fact, if anything, all of this near trauma and high stakes adventure has brought them closer together in a weird way that she hasn't had in a very long time. So, yeah, I think this is a fucked up, weird, dysfunctional family, but it's starting to look a little bit like a family still to her.
Yeah. Speaking of that question, for both of you from Atomic Robo Tesla,
Great.
I have one of those. Do you?
Mine's not Robo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's on back order.
Yeah.
Is it back order? Is it weird to be moral compasses of the party this campaign?
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You weren't at all last time.
No, I was.
And neither was I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were.
Oh, we
were
are the moral compasses, aren't we?
so weird. I love it.
He was a teenage asshole. You were a teenage dirtbag.
Oh yeah, that's weird. It is
We're
weird.
the closest thing to like. I mean, like Ford occasionally, but he doesn't have his shit together enough to really.
No, certainly not Caleb. Certainly not Bo.
Jester's just chaos.
Yasha doesn't seem to.
Yasha's got her own, like she's too like Caduceus, but more so is like got her own shit to handle right now.
Yeah. Oh man, we better step up our game
Yeah, well,
because
gonna
we've been
die.
failing. If we're the moral compasses, we've been pointing all ways but north.
we're like the Cracker Jack compass. It kind of points it north.
Sure.
It's like, we came
you gotta
free.
hold it
and
just right.
Yeah.
Surely, though, Sam, you must have some friends with some morals that you could reach out to and ask how you should be playing this.
I know a lot of celebrities.
We learned that on your episode last night.
And as we all know, celebrities are the most moral.
Right. yes, held to the higher standard.
Yep.
My favorite thing about your episode Between the Sheets was all the tweets I saw about people who were like, oh, I guess they don't really hate each other. And I'm like, you don't know that's a bit?
No,
I love this man.
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah. What he said?
And, yeah, whatever. Taliesin, I'm going to ask you the rest of the questions tonight.
fair.
Even the ones for Sam. Siren Storm Song.
Whoa.
Cool name.
Caduceus's Island by Night vampire power sounded pretty painful for him to cast, and he appeared even more gaunt. Is this type of magic hard on him?
No, it's not that it's hard for him to cast. It's just it's not something that he would normally he's got a lot of stuff he just doesn't use very often, and he knows some of it is rude, I suppose would be the nicest way to put it. But I mean, it's a death cleric, man. They've got some insane shit.
Yeah.
But that particular spell, it's a really great spell, is very much one of the cornerstones of that class, and it's. Again, I guess we're going to go into this more into the game. He doesn't really have the same opinions on life and death that normal people do. Most people do.
How surprising.
I know. How about that? Death energy. So no, it's mostly that he tends to find it rude. And he wouldn't have cast it except that he just got pounced painfully doing something stupid again. So. It was kind of more of an act of frustration and one of those things. I mean, like, he's almost drowned. He almost got eaten by a snake cat. Yeah, this was just. It's like when you. It's like trying to kill the flies in the studios. Eventually, we're just going to get just a like a distance taser. It was a little bit of an overreaction.
But it doesn't make him more. Like weak or anything?
Oh no! In fact, the great thing about that spell is actually it absorbs health from who you're hurting.
Sure.
So it was actually just him just feeding himself again. It was.
Got it.
It was a siphon. It's not, it's kind of dark magic, but.
Do you know how many episodes it's been since Caduceus came on the scene?
No idea.
Someone does.
It was around episode. It was like episode 27, and we're at episode 38, so 11.
11, make a
So
wish.
10 or 11. It was either episode 27 or episode 28.
You having fun?
Oh yeah.
For how little time you had to prepare for this thing, are you having fun?
Oh yeah, super. I'm having a ton of fun. He's great. He's the nice thing. I mean, like I love Molly and the character. It was too easy.
Oh,
Had to
too
do it.
easy. I love it.
I feel
Big
cheap.
fan.
I love playing Molly, but the nice thing I got to do with Caduceus that I didn't get to do with Molly is that we already had an established group, so I got to do what does the party actually need right now? And so I got to create a character that was useful to the dynamic both mathematically and emotionally. We kind of needed somebody on the other end of things, and we needed somebody who could fill that little weird little magic barrier where we needed somebody who was like prime healer, who can take a lot of that weight off of Laura, so that she could just still have it in her pocket, but also play with all of her other tools.
Did you say Laura?
Oh, Laura
Bailey?
Please show Max.
Please show me. You can use the Laura Bailey emote at twitch.tv/crickroll. Sam, EnderTech74.
Is it twitch.tv or twitch.com?
It's twitch.tv.
Oh my God, I've been putting the wrong links on my Twitter account for like a year. Is it really twitch.tv?
I don't know.
Oh man, I'm sorry guys. I've been sending you to the wrong place.
You've been sending everyone to the wrong place. Sam, answer this question, even though you're incompetent. EnderTech74 wants to know, how does Nott feel about Caduceus calling him out and saying he doesn't trust Nott to keep a secret?
How does Nott feel about Caduceus calling her out and saying he doesn't trust Nott to keep a secret?
Yeah.
Oh.
Calling her out.
When did that happen?
Oh, with the undead guy, and I didn't tell you that the undead guy was undead.
Oh,
I was
yes.
very selective about who I told because I wanted to try and keep it under our hat, and I knew that Nott wouldn't. I knew that Jester wouldn't either.
I mean, yeah, that probably stung a little bit. Nott's nothing if not trustworthy. Yeah, I think it's more surprising that Caduceus would have come to that conclusion already. Caduceus doesn't know that Nott tried to sneak into Ford and Molly's room to steal anything.
Nope,
Caduceus doesn't know that Nott has been a thief for many, many months. Caduceus doesn't know a lot of the bad things that Nott has done,
That's
and yet
true.
still Caduceus deemed her untrustworthy so quickly. Maybe it speaks less to Nott and more to Caduceus being judgy.
Or Caduceus being right, which is the other.
Not has not spilled beans. Not has not spilled beans.
When you found out that you literally gave it away when like that was the first thing you did with that information is give it away.
Maybe, but that was an accident. That was not because she can't be trusted. Well, I did.
And it's not necessarily, it wasn't that Caduceus like knew that you were untrustworthy or that she was untrustworthy. It was more that
Couldn't be
he knew
relied
that
on to.
she couldn't keep a secret, which is many people are good at many things, and not everybody's good at keeping a secret.
I still, as player Sam Riegel, not the brave, I am shocked that that people didn't tell everyone else in the crew immediately that we are being led through the jungle by a dead guy. And also, I am still shocked that we are continuing to follow this person.
Yeah.
This
me too.
seems like an ambush. It's
That
a
part
real
is-
big
yeah.
ambush.
See, the nice thing is we have 2 clerics though, so all we have to do is hit a button, and that person has to run away. So
that's true.
that's the thing is we know we have two emergency
Yeah,
runaway
that
buttons.
person, but that person has led us into the belly of the beast now. We could be surrounded by undead.
But we hit a button and they all back off because we have 2 clerics. So
You have a
like,
cleric and a battle mercy.
yeah, well, yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's a running joke on this show now.
Is Battle
When
Mercy?
Laura was on, Matt was here, and I described her as like a DPS Zenyatta. And then Matt was like, yeah, Battle Mercy.
I feel that with my play level.
You know what we're talking about?
Not at all.
No,
Overwatch. Have you ever heard of Overwatch?
Overwatches.
Is Overwatch the high noon game?
It is.
Okay, cool. I think you can watch people streaming it on twitch.com.
I really hope Twitch.com is like a phishing site that's just terrible.
Is Overwatch the high noon game? Man.
That's
You know
quality.
what? Maybe for one of our Everything is Content hours, we should have Sam Riegel play Overwatch for the first
I
time.
would-
Let's drop him
I would
in to.
really
Let's
enjoy
just drop him in and
We haven't played
see.
together yet either. So
I know
like,
we
this
need
could
to.
be an
Yeah, I'll add your.
opportunity.
What was it? Baby Ball 69 or something? I have to find the
69.
69.
It's twice.
All right, let's move on. We'll introduce you to Overwatch pretty soon.
Cool.
You'll have a blast.
I can't wait to play.
Yeah, you love kids. You love
do.
going to birthday parties for little kids that you're not related to.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
we learned last week.
Yeah.
Imagine, what was the kid's name? Like Willow Smith? You were at the birthday. Freddie? What was the kid's birthday?
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst. Imagine getting online and getting totally demolished and then finding out that it's little 7-year-old Fred Durst that's just totally destroying
Yeah,
you.
I had that experience when I tried to play Call of Duty online a few times.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just want to take him through Junkenstein's Revenge just once.
Oh, yes.
That would just be great.
Oh, yes.
No idea what we're talking about.
No.
It's,
Nope.
This is the game with the floss dance in it, right?
Yes, that's the one. Yes, that's the one. Finally, a use for the floss dance. I hope Arsqueef is up. We should text him. Hey guys, a question for the tallest and the smallest.
Okay.
Those are your characters.
oh, yeah, that's fair.
Tool and small.
This is from Forest Deer. Have your opinions of Ford changed since finding out more about his patron, his parlay with Avantika, and the expedition to the island?
Opinions of Ford changed. I don't think Not's opinion has changed. I think Not is legitimately extremely worried because it doesn't
Ditto.
seem like Ford is thinking this through. Like Ford is just blindly going towards this patron thing that could corrupt him in unexplicable ways. Also, a piece of the patron is inside Ford, and Ford doesn't seem to be concerned at all by that. And it just seems like he's going into a real bad place without any information. And Not's there to support and make sure he doesn't die, but it seems like a bad idea.
This seems like a test of one's soul, and Caduceus is on board but aware that this could go badly. It's really, that's because we weren't in the room for so much of the creepiest of the creepy.
Yeah.
But
I think that it's certainly been nice to see Ford like commanding a ship. When he does that,
When he checks his
when he
pamphlet.
checks his
When he
pamphlet,
checks his pamphlet.
It's very important.
that's
to have
probably
your
impressive on the surface. But yeah, I don't think it's changed our opinions of Ford.
I'll have a new opinion once he comes out of it.
I think that's the real test.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. Yeah. You don't think he's too concerned with the thing inside him?
He doesn't seem to be. I mean, he just keeps going and blindly driven to find the source of it and
Yeah.
find out more. Which I don't know.
What else are you gonna do?
I guess.
Right.
You don't have
I
enough
don't know.
information.
You got to get more. You got to just keep shoving shit inside of you. You know, like
When in doubt, shove something
shove
hard
something
inside
hard
of yourself.
inside yourself.
Yep.
We've been saying that for a long time.
Totally.
Way to
Yeah.
pass it.
I think it's in our YouTube channel bio. Hey, let's give away some free shit,
Yay.
shall we? Hey, our next giveaway is Fan Art of the Week.
Fan
Fan
art.
art.
Fan art. Our dad. Woo.
Oh.
Oh, this week's fan art winner. This week's fan art winner was for episode 38. Was sent in by @MBQ. Let's take a look. MBQ.
Oh, that's us in the
Inside
bubble.
the hut
Like we're
of
living in a Jello mold.
the hut of what's his name?
Leomon's tiny hut.
Leomon's tiny hut. Is that what it's called? Liam?
Yep.
Wow, that's really nice. You can see us all in there.
like a little
well,
snow
some
globe.
of us. Wait, no, Caduceus is not there.
I was never in the bubble, and neither was Jester. The two of
You
us
guys
decided
were,
to take
you
a
were on
walk.
walkabout.
Later.
We were like, oh, let's go take a walk through the jungle in the middle of the night with this light source. That's a great idea.
Terrible.
Seems like it at the time.
I've already been mocked in public for that.
In public.
Oh yeah, I was like picking up lunch, and someone was like, Taliesin from Critical Role. Yeah, I was like, 2 clerics, really? You let both of them leave? I'm like,
Oh,
You gotta
wow.
hear about,
fair, man.
you gotta hear
Wow.
about this at the Taco Bell
Yeah,
too?
basically.
Oh
Just
man.
Of all the
know.
things to say to Taliesin when meeting him for the first time, that seems like an odd
Burn,
choice.
man.
to
It was
me.
good.
That's good.
It was a good burn.
That's good. I like
Holy
it.
shit.
I like that style. Hey, thank you to everyone who submitted.
Submit.
Congrats to you, MBQ. You have won this. Is it in my hand?
Yep.
Wenge turquoise inlay Halloween dice vault. These are cool.
They're so pretty.
It's got that, and then the Wormwood logo on the other side is in the little thingy. And then if you open it, guess what's inside?
Foam of the damned.
It's pronounced fa.
Oh.
Hey, this is available now through Halloween on Kickstarter. You can enter. You guys should go to wormwood.com and check out the wormwoodgaming.com and check out the Kickstarter there. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, I don't know what it says. I don't read.
It says,
it's
guys, it's
in-
right here. It says,
Made in Taiwan.
hold on. It says, for help with any quality issue, contact us at. That's not right.
Oh,
that can't be the right description. No, it's actually Max's phone number in Elvish.
Well, good. He'll need that for
this-
the job hunt.
This is one of like the creepy Cthulhu languages. I can never remember the name of.
Yeah.
Abyssal.
Abyssal. It might be Abyssal. Actually.
Abysmal. Hey guys.
My shirt.
Yep. Look at that.
Oh, it does match
And it
your
glows in the
shirt.
dark.
Now we
Thanks.
can't even see what the writing is. It just looks like, wow, that's cool.
Nice.
You should picture nipples with the magnet. Hey guys, so congrats to you. You're gonna win this thing we've just been fucking jerking off with. Hey, you can email your GIF or fan art to submit at talksmachina.com. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Taliesin,
Yeah.
Ferelden Pride
I want to see how this is. Yeah.
wants to know. Caduceus is usually calm and collected, but we've seen him in a panic a couple times during recent fights. Is this because he's not used to such hostile encounters now that he's with the Mighty Nine, or has he been sheltered so long he has a fear of getting hurt?
No, it's just the unusual. It's the variety and insanity of it. Because I mean, there were wild animal attacks back at home, and there were mobsters, and I mean, like things happened back at the
Did you say
temple.
mobsters?
Mobsters, yeah,
Mobsters?
mobsters.
Go to the graveyard?
I mean, like there are important families of that area that are buried there.
They
and
got to bury the
sometimes-
guys who slept with the fishes.
Sometimes there are people who are a little iffy in the way they had grave robbers that would come and try and take some of the stuff that was put in the ground, and they would fight them off. And Yeah, I mean,
Sounds like a better movie than the one you're in
go
now.
down. I mean, there was work to be done. Have you ever seen Cemetery Man? Shit gets weird.
No.
That movie's too
Have you
weird.
ever seen Lawnmower Man?
And Lawnmower Man 2.
Well, of course, Lawnmower
which
Man
is
2.
far superior in my
That's
opinion.
almost as good as Troll 2.
Oh man, I don't know.
Nice.
Troll 2 is way up
Have
there.
you seen Troll
So
2?
good.
You haven't?
Oh, how do you know
Okay,
Matt Mercer and you haven't
We're
seen
doing
Troll
a double
2?
feature of The Room, which you've never seen, and Troll 2. But which
Matt-
one do we watch first?
Matt would say
Troll 2.
Matt, I think if
It's an
Mercer's
American classic.
yeah, Matt
Yeah.
Mercer would say Troll 2
Matt would
is
say
more
Troll
important.
2. It is so good. Have you ever seen any of the Sleepaway Camp movies?
Yes.
Oh my
Do you remember Sleepaway Camp?
It's so terrible.
Oh, dude.
No.
Hey, do you want to come stay over for like 2 weeks? I'm very lonely. My girlfriend lives in New York, and
I've got an appointment that week.
you
so-
do?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So much love for wrist cutters lately. So
Wrist cutters?
Do you know what happened the other night?
what?
I met Shea Wiggum from Wrist Cutters in one of my favorite shows, Boardwalk Empire. If you haven't seen it, HBO Go, watch it. It's amazing. So underrated. But I fucking blew it.
What? What'd you do?
I don't get starstruck very often because I'm around celebrities all the time.
Yeah. Sure.
But my friend introduced me to him, and and there was a little girl there, like 6 years old, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he goes, "Yeah, me and Patrick did a movie together, Wrist Cutters. You ever see it?" I go, "Yeah, I fucking love that movie." And then the little girl's dad was like, "Could you not?" And I'm like, oh no. And then I just left. I felt so embarrassed. I got to meet this, and then I fucked it up.
Oh man, I pity and I'm envious of you at the same time.
So many critters tweeting in the last several weeks, though, that they found that movie and they loved it. It's a very touching movie. If you haven't seen Wrist Cutters, watch it. It's a
Very
great film.
touching
It's a great movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Wrist
is.
cutters.
It's great.
Great.
Do you know what it's about?
I assume people cutting the wrists?
No.
It's
No. Tell us,
it's
tell
a
me.
love story about a guy who commits suicide and then when he wakes up in the afterlife is basically the real world but worse. It's just everything's just shittier. And then he finds out that the girl that he killed himself over also committed suicide, and he goes with his new best friend in the afterlife on a road trip through limbo to find his ex-girlfriend who's now in a cult. And it's so good. Who's like the cult all died, and then they're going again because it didn't work very well.
The leader of the cult, though, Will Arnett.
Oh,
It's amazing.
And
that
Tom
sounds
Waits
good.
is
Tom
in
Waits
it.
is in it. And
Tom
it's so
Waits
good.
plays God.
Okay.
It's really
I'll
good. You
give
should
this
watch
a
it.
shot. Sure.
Sam,
Yes.
before you leave to go watch Wrist Cutters, answer this question from Leaper182.
Okay.
Now, you've heard of, hey, we know that Knot thinks of Caleb as her son. Does anyone else in the Mighty Nine look like a likely candidate for getting adopted by Knot?
Interesting. The professor.
Yeah,
The weasel's going to get adopted into her stomach soon. Adopted by Knot. Who needs to be cared for? Maybe Ford.
Yeah.
Maybe Ford needs some TLC.
Ford needs a
Maybe
mom.
Yasha has some post-traumatic stress
Something
happening.
going on
Something going on.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Knott's reached out to Yasha a little, gave her some flowers and stuff.
That was so sweet.
But Ford might be the next likely candidate. Bo seems like she wouldn't be cool with that. Jester's fine. Jester's got a mom. She's
Yeah.
fine. Caduceus is just too tall.
I feel that. Caduceus is really like you could ride on Caduceus at this point.
Ooh, let's try that.
I'm down.
How many
Please do try.
how many
Never
people
mind.
could ride on him at once?
I have a feat. I have a feat where I can like hold an enormous amount of stuff because of my size, which even though he's not that strong, I can like I don't get encumbrance issues, so I could actually hold a surprising number of people.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Pigback
Furbolg,
rides.
Get on me, get to Sam.
Get a little wicker
Yes,
backpack.
Brian.
Nope, already asked that one.
Wicker backpack.
Taliesin,
Yes.
Wicker Man.
Marvelous Miss C. Has Caduceus ever had to treat illness to the scale of what Bo has? If not, is he apprehensive about having to go about curing her, seeing as his magic did not work?
Sure. I mean, like it's the first thing. It's the aspirin of D&D. Is that first spell is the
Lesser
lesser restoration is the Tylenol, and Pepto-Bismol run. So it's definitely the like. Well, okay. So this is actually a thing. I don't know what to do about that.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, like he's done some work before. He's got some healing skills. This is just a bad time at the moment.
We haven't really,
Inconvenient.
in both campaigns, I think this is the first time that we've really had to significantly deal with disease as a
That's
condition,
true.
right?
That's true, yeah.
It's been temporary a couple times. We've been poisoned a bunch. But I
There
don't
was
think
also
we've
like
been
the infernal.
diseased.
We got like the infernal thing where we were in hell for a while, and we all started to get a little weird going down there.
That's right, in the
but that-
9 hells.
Was that a disease though, or was that just weirdly?
Same mechanics.
Oh, okay.
Just different vibe.
I'm interested in seeing where it leads.
Yeah,
I wonder
I am
what she
too.
has. I assume it's bird flu.
H1N1, you mean?
Fantasy
do.
malaria.
Let's call it by its real name. Hey guys,
D10.
What you doing on there? You playing some Minecraft over there?
I'm
What's
just
going on?
crossing out a
Doing my
question.
job.
I'm doing
I got
Danny's
it, I got
job
it, I
right
got
now.
it.
Sam, Bond is a Time Lord. Wants to know.
Okay.
Fair.
It's better than Bond is an edgelord, which is my old AOL
Also
account
fair.
name. Scanlan stole a gun last campaign, largely to mess with Percy. Not has stolen a gun.
Largely to mess with Percy.
And now has a gag of gunpowder, does not want the gun just because it's shiny or because Sam wants to keep messing with Taliesin.
You do keep bringing, like, really scratching that scar.
Scanlan definitely was messing with both Taliesin and Percy.
Yeah.
Not wants the gun. Not has already used. Well, not is interested in the mechanics of the gun. Interested in the chemistry of gunpowder and its ability to send projectiles flying at fast rates of speed, and has already designed and manufactured one explosive arrow as a result, and probably wants to do more of that. But Not has also noticed that there's people with guns wherever they keep going, and it might be a good idea to have a gun.
Wow.
It's a self-preservation thing. If that also happens to mess with Taliesin Jaffe, I'm not gonna say no to that. I mean, the heart does what the heart does.
Yes, yes.
And if that happens as a result, then I think we've all grown as people.
Oh,
It makes me feel uncomfortable and weirdly loved at the same time.
It
It's
should.
very odd.
It should.
Yeah.
For both of you from Carnot Lesbian, they keep telling me that I'm getting their name wrong the whole time. This question's from Carrot Lesbian. When your characters have scenes together, how do you visualize that height difference working?
Oh yeah, it's really hard to imagine.
I imagine you're always sitting on tall things.
Because about how high up on you does he?
Oh, I'm tall. I'm like
You're 7'6"?
I'm 7 and change. Yeah.
And I'm 3'6".
So
there's
Do you have to
4
shout
feet of
down at him? Should you add to the RP that you're?
He's a lot of bass, so the bass travels pretty
it sort
well.
of resonates
It's all
and
it's coming out
rolls
of the
down
chest anyway. So.
Yeah, well, it's not even halfway up your body.
No, but I do the. Do you know the knee sit where you just like bend through and then like.
Sure, Caduceus is probably used to hunching over a bunch.
Yeah, and he just comes down and has the talk, and that's cool, and then goes back up. It's good, you know. He does he squats.
Huh. I gotta think about
calves.
Yeah,
really
very
thinking
good
about
calves.
Have you two ever been on talks together, just the two of you before? I feel like this combo.
I honestly, I take a
Danny?
drug at the end of this show to black out anything that happens here, so it's possible.
You know what
we've
I
done it like
have?
9 times.
I think that just the two of y'all have been a combination we've had
I don't
before.
think so
I think y'all
either.
have been on with like another person, but not just the
You
two
know,
of y'all.
after the show, our sound guy, Chris Wildemont, he has one of those Men in Black
Wildmount?
penis things,
Oh.
and he just zaps me after each show.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's cool.
Yeah, you should not remember this.
Hey guys, one of my favorite performers, Donald Cheeto, has a question for both of you. Does not lie impulsively regarding loot because of her goblin upbringing, and does Caduceus tell the truth impulsively because he is honest, or does he forget to lie?
Neither.
He's not honest, nor does he forget to lie.
Do you want to answer
No, you
yours
go
first?
first.
Okay. Caduceus is of the opinion that honesty is usually just the best way to go, and has found that in general it's easier to. It's just a matter of convenience that honesty is a good press, but it's definitely can sum up a person on occasion and be like, this person doesn't need to know the truth. It depends on who we're talking to. Caduceus just really knows people. He's very good at reading people.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
It's striking. I think does not lie because of any goblin upbringing. It's more of just having to, I think it's more of like her travels with Caleb and having to just, it's like an instinct to like, first impulse is just lie to get out of any situation. Like, did you steal that? No, I didn't. You know, just anything to stall or delay or confuse. And then, you know, life among the goblins was probably fraught with inner, you know, lying in the tribe as well, or the clan, or whatever we call it. But yeah, I doubt the goblins are real honest with each other.
Sure, right.
But no, I think it's just a survival mechanism. You know, just got to steal as much as you can, got to keep as much as you can, and that means telling everybody that you didn't steal it and you don't have a lot and you know you don't have anything that they could want.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you only lie to people. I mean, like, there's plenty of things you don't need to lie to, especially if you spend your life talking to plants and animals. There's no sense in lying to plants and animals. This is just a thing you have to do with people on occasion to smooth things out. Yeah. Why lie to a plant?
Why lie to a plant, man? Don't do that.
What are you going to get out of it?
That's why my plants die at home all the time. I'm telling them
Lies?
awful lies.
I swear I
What do you
watered
say? What kind of things do you say to your plants?
I'm 7 inches soft. They see me naked all the time because I walk around and I can see them looking and I'm like, what? That's 7 inches.
I'm calling an Uber right now. I'm sorry. I'm calling an Uber. I'm done. This is all legally required to do the show.
That's why they die.
Taliesin, help with this question. Dark Wolf 77. In the past several combats, Caduceus has been taking a substantial amount of damage. Has this influenced your choices for what spells to prepare and/or possible future feats for Caduceus?
I've been trying to collect spells based off what I think we're going to be getting into, and seeing, like, if I haven't used a spell a lot that I thought I was going to use, I've been nixing it for something else that may end up being helpful. I'm still getting used to like what his good build is, but mostly it's just I don't need a lot of options for ways to do damage. I just need a lot of different ways to heal and deflect. For feats in the future, yes. I actually just yesterday went through the feat list, and I have on my iPad a collection of feats that I'm thinking of, just to make him a little. And they're all about being less likely to take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a problem.
Wow.
I don't like being hit.
I don't either. Yeah. Well, contractually, our last question of the night is for
Thank you. My agents have done their work.
daytime porn shot in a van director Sam Riegel. Filigree Sales.
Ooh.
The 3 characters you've played across these 2 seasons of Critical Role have been very different, but they all have one thing in common: a combination of relatively high intelligence and low wisdom. Is it just the potential for comedy and chaos that draws you to this combination, or is it something more?
Good question.
I think that is pretty apt. That is a pretty apt assessment. Yeah, high intelligence, low wisdom is a pretty great winning combo for comedy. Yeah, you know, the start of that question reminds me that Taliesin Jaffe and I, Sam Riegel, and the Pyramid are the only players to have played 3 characters.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Oh.
On this
Yeah.
little show of ours. So technically, we are 33% more advanced than the other people.
That is true. We are the
show.
most advanced of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we've done 33% more work on the show than
Is
the
that
other.
how you're looking at it?
That's how I look at
That's
it.
how I'm looking at
Yes.
it now. That's very fair.
That's how I tell my plants it works.
Whereas Matthew Mercer has
lie to my
played 728,000.
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
that's a good
fair.
point.
That's fair.
He's out in the lobby right now going, fuck that!
He doesn't have to roll sheets for all those characters.
3 characters, nice.
That's a name and an accent.
You
Let's
don't
be
think
fair.
he rolls a sheet for every goddamn
A
character?
name and an accent.
He probably does. He's got 75 tabs open on D&D Beyond at a time.
just says McGillicuddy and then just Creole lisp. And like, all
How
right.
great is you guys haven't been on since the turtle was introduced, but how great is that?
Oh, it's been
guys?
magical.
Amazing.
So
It's
cool.
I
amazing.
never want it to end.
Fan made,
The stuttering
Matte enhanced.
Cajun chef.
So good.
With a bagpipe.
Yep.
Stuttering Cajun Chef is a great show on
favorite
the
Muppet.
Travel Channel, by the way. Max is so mad. He's like, quit
He's
the show.
updating his profile on LinkedIn.
Are you really? Is that what you're doing over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Guys, that's all the time we have for tonight. I know, we're out of producers. Hey, stick around for Legends of the Hidden Talks Machina. I would like to thank Sam and Taliesin for joining us tonight.
Wait, is that it?
No, I'm going to finish the thing.
okay.
I'm clapping for you. I'm clapping for you because there's no studio audience anymore.
okay.
We've had one for every other episode. People don't know this. There's been a whole studio audience, just nobody says anything funny, so
wow.
you never hear
Those
them.
bleachers looked very empty.
Hey guys, Critical Role episode 39?
39.
Yikes, 39 airs this week. Until then, please don't forget to love each other. Don't worry, it's almost Thursday. Stay turned, my friends. I did Chris Lockey pose. Hey, After Darkers. That's not what they're called.
Better than the alternative.
Welcome to Talks Machina in the dark. It feels brighter than it did for the regular
Yeah,
show.
we used to have a
It got-
lighting change
got-
for this, didn't we?
We kind of did, but
feel like
that's
it
a
got
lot of
brighter,
work.
actually.
It did feel. It does feel like
Danny's
it got
still in
brighter.
Moonlight?
Danny's still in the moon. Memories. Hey guys, in this portion of the show, we take questions from the Alpha Chat.
Oh, great.
Cool.
I like the Alpha Chat.
The first question is for Taliesin and I.
Great.
This is from Jay Halfie. Brian and Taliesin, who are your Overwatch mains, and which character would be the funniest to watch Sam try to play as?
What is a main?
So-
I've heard you guys
All
say
right,
this
so
before.
we're going
like,
to talk
what's
to you
your
about.
main?
We're going to spend a little time in After Dark tonight explaining video games to you. A main is if there's a game where there's a selection of characters that you
30 characters.
25, 30 characters that you can choose from. The one that you prefer to play as most often is your main.
But every
squeeze.
time you go, are you using the same character to build up levels and
No.
No.
statistics and
They
stuff?
they
It's like Quidditch. There's different positions, and like you have different sets of powers that you can use, and you kind of it's what you're comfortable with. But some situations that power set is not necessarily useful for. If you're playing with people that kind of already have that covered in what they do, then you want to shift what you play.
exactly.
So what's your mains?
I'm all support. I love almost the entire support spectrum.
So like Flintlock, Gary Busey,
Jazz,
Jazz,
Optimus Prime, Rodimus
Yeah,
Prime,
yeah.
Godzilla,
Oily Dan.
Oily Dan, Ashcan Pete.
Sure.
No, Zenyatta. I'm a big fan of Zenyatta Brigitte. If I have to tank, I'm a Diva player.
Me too.
I love
Diva's
Diva.
my main. Hey,
that
Charlotte.
new Tourborn build is
Charlotte
fun.
Jung's gonna be at London Comic Con with us.
Oh, I can't wait.
Another,
she's super fun.
Another interaction that did not go well for me when I met someone that I love. I was so nice. Of course, she fell in love with me immediately and thought I was
But
just
you
the
then you
funniest
punched
guy.
a baby in the face.
I punched a baby next to us at the Stuart Anderson's Black
she
Anus.
likes babies. You shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have done that.
She's very pro.
No, she's awesome. Because when Taliesin and I and Matt Marisha went to Momoken last year, almost the entire cast of Overwatch was there.
And that was a great night out.
We went out with pretty much everybody. Fred Tatasciore was there, and Charlotte and Johnny Cruz, who plays Lucio.
Of course, you don't have to tell me
It
who.
was one of my
who
first characters I
Lucio
learned,
is.
and her little short that just came out is so good.
It's
it makes me. She's
good,
so
the
talented.
Diva
She's
short.
so great.
So I do Diva, and then I also do. I'm a tank person, so I also
Thank
do.
God someone's gotta be.
Yeah, which is not. That's not how I like to play D&D, but for some reason on Overwatch, and I play Orisa, which is a new character. That
She's a lot of fun. I'm
looks
really,
exactly
really
like my niece.
I,
the little sticker with her
Centaur?
and the thing.
Oh, okay. I was
Because
like,
there's a thing.
her niece
There's a
is
person.
centaur?
There's a
Oh,
person
God.
in there, riding the thing. But yeah, it's dude. We gotta. Okay, so then the other
That's
part
a
was
great character.
what would be the funniest to watch Sam try to play as? Hanzo.
I mean, Hanzo's pretty funny.
Any sniper with how fast that game moves, watching Sam try to
Roadhog.
Roadhog.
I want to see Sam play
Exactly.
Roadhog.
None of these are real characters.
Roadhog would be great. Max, you want to weigh in? What do you think? You play Overwatch.
It's Hog Noon.
It's
Is that what
Hog.
he says?
That's Matt. That's Matt. Do you know the name of Matt's character?
Oh yes, he said it. We've said it hundreds of times.
I'm terrible at.
It's. Oh boy, is it?
You're almost
Loving
there.
every moment of this.
You're almost there. Yep. Think cowboy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyrone McCabe.
It's close.
So close.
It's close.
I was thinking you were going to say McGruff, which would have been very.
It's McCree.
McCree. I know we've said it before.
Your mom knows it, you don't. Guys, Caduceus Abides wants to know.
a great name right there.
Snakes versus lizards. What do you got? Who you got?
Ooh.
I like them both.
Ooh. Well, I mean, snakes are more deadly. In general.
I had a roommate who lost a chunk of his nose to a big lizard.
Okay.
A big lizard bit him in the nose and it
I'm
pulled
trying to
a
remember
chunk
what I'm
off
trying to
of
remember
it.
what it was, but when we were roommates, one of the roommates had a bunch of
Komodo
lizards.
dragon?
I wish it was that cool. It wasn't. Yeah, it was like an iguana, and he had the iguana in his hand when he was picking up. We'd ordered pizza, and the iguana when he was getting the pizza just took a chunk out of his nose, and he
Ew.
bled all over the pizza guy, and it was this spurting huge mess. It was a very calm roommate though. He got the pizzas and brought them back in and put the iguana back. But it was again just like I think he sprayed the pizza guy really badly.
Oh man, was that what you did to the pizza guy that we tried to get to the bottom of in your episode?
Yes,
Between the
that actually might have been because that's the worst thing that ever happened to a pizza guy.
Yeah, he's got sprayed with
I will not mention this roommate's name since he does have a life.
blood
Oh,
and
God.
lizard.
He knows who he is.
Last Jabberwocky wants to know
I love that dance group.
favorite underrated scary movie.
Favorite what? Underwater
Favorite-
scary? Underwater scary movie?
mean,
The Abyss?
is
Yeah,
easy-
maybe.
easy
maybe
round.
what was the one with LL Cool J and the Sharks?
Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea. Sure.
That's up there.
Sure. Maybe
Splash 2 was pretty scary.
Splash. They made a sequel of Splash?
God, where were you, man?
I was not there.
Splash 2, The Undiscovered Country. You never saw it? You missed that one?
Oh, underrated horror films.
Let's see.
Got a lot. I don't even know where to go with
You know
that.
what? I find because it's not old by any means, but it's a little bit older and the young kids haven't discovered yet is Dark City.
I was just
Dark
talking
City.
about Dark City.
Dark City is one of the best films, one of the best films ever, one of the best
It's
science
amazing.
fiction films ever. It's not necessarily horror, but it's a little,
It's not
a little
horror.
scary.
It's sci-fi noir.
It's sci-fi noir and it's beautiful
good.
movie. If you
brilliant.
haven't seen it, it's great. Kiefer Sutherland is in it, your old pal.
Richard O'Brien is fucking in it.
Richard O'Brien is in it, Liam's friend.
Everybody's in it. It's great.
So we're talking about Overwatch. We're talking about
old school horror
cheesy
films.
horror movies. Will there be any topic that I can weigh in on?
Okay.
Are you not a horror film? fan?
Flavored,
No.
okay, Flavored Wets wants to know. Since it's Halloween month, have any of you seen a ghost? If so, do tell. This
feel
one's
like
for you,
Carlton-
Sam.
Carlton has definitely seen a ghost, but
I have a roommate who hasn't paid in a while. Does that count? I'm just being ghosted. I don't know. I've been
Ghost.
ghosted. It's been a remarkably. It hasn't been a very scary October.
I saw some raccoons in my backyard.
You saw some what?
Some raccoons in my backyard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you shoot him with a BB gun or anything?
No, you can't mess with raccoons. They don't give
Since
a shit.
when? Oh,
like,
oh,
no,
I
they'll
thought
fuck
you
you
meant
up.
legally.
Yeah,
okay.
I've thrown rocks at raccoons and hit them, and they just shrug it off.
I got attacked by a skunk when I was in my hot tub last week. I was in the hot tub at
What?
night, like late at night,
You
and
have
I
a
heard a
hot
little.
tub?
I have a great hot tub. It's great. And I just heard a scratching. I looked over, and there's just this giant fucking skunk, and I'm like,
Whoa!
I'm alone. It's like midnight. I'm outside, and that's
What
a
do you
long
do?
walk. I kind of just waited and hoped it would go away, and was like pruned really badly as it was, and like trying to get the neighbor cats to like come over and scare it away.
Oh my God, because you don't want to scare it so much that it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I was like trying to like figure out how to get it to go away without
man.
frightening it. It was really awful.
Oh, that's horrifying. And you're naked?
Well, I mean,
partially naked?
Well, I have that great swimsuit that I love so much. So I was wearing my fancy swimsuit.
Oh,
So it would have been
nice.
really comical if I had run away because
Wait,
it's
which
that.
swimsuit is your fancy one? Because I've seen
It's the 1930s stripy one that makes
Oh,
me
okay.
look like
I was
I'm
gonna say I've seen your regular suits. I've seen your birthday suits.
Yeah. There we are.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Speaking of a ghost.
Wow.
Oh,
Who does he look like?
He looks like
Anthony Rapp? Who, like, wow.
Oh, that's so awful.
Man.
Now I've seen a ghost. Oh.
I
this
mean,
is-
This is not good.
oh, God, what a terrible before and after.
Wait, which one's worse?
Yeah, both.
All right, listen,
No one's
guys.
happy.
Listen. Undercover Goth
Yeah.
wants to know. If you had sound intros similar to Laura Bailey emote harp music, what sound would you have?
I think it would be like not exactly like, but I think I would have similar to like the sound of like when you build a temple in the original Warcraft. It would just be the Deo Gratias. It would be a little Welsh
yeah.
music. I don't know.
That would be good. Something sparkly, something jazzy, something
Like intro
something that
music,
draws attention. Maybe like that's
Oh,
nice.
that's
I was
good.
thinking like a
Like steam escaping. Oh.
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. That's neat.
We actually talk about this on an upcoming episode of All Work No
You
Play.
do?
Yeah.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Mine would probably be like the sound of my mom's tears because I never became a doctor.
I was thinking like the Golden Girls intro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one. Or just like womp womp womp. Okay, Gray Angel says, Taliesin, can we please have some goth advice for the week?
Goth advice for the week.
Ooh, you have a goth advice column?
It's Goth
should.
Advice of
Goth
the
advice
Week.
of the week.
Wow.
It's our new giveaway.
That sounds like a great idea.
The best style eyeliner is eyeliner on day 2. So
That's accurate.
that is accurate. Put on your eyeliner, then take a shower.
Okay.
You always want to put on the eyeliner before the shower.
Any choker tips?
Ooh, I'm very good at choker tips.
Oh, they mean
go
the
ahead.
necklaces, Danny.
I mean both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't, know if
did
your
it-
choker is load bearing, and especially if it has a hook on it, because otherwise it's going to hurt like twice.
Sure.
I found some chokers in Talison's closet.
That's very true.
I did. I did.
Like the thing around your neck, or actually like dudes in there who are ready to choke somebody out?
Things around the neck,
Yeah.
and Taliesin was also in it.
Yeah, I have a little
Yeah.
perch in there.
Ah, it comes out of here. Ugh. I love it and I hate it at the same time. It's like Sam's smile. Hey guys, our last question of the night
Wow.
comes from S. Bostus.
That's funny.
It's funny. It's for everyone. Since you're going to London soon, can we hear your best British accents?
Or worst British accent.
Starting with Taliesin, go.
I sort of want to do my worst English accent now that he said that, but since we're here, I don't know. I suddenly have a hold on. Yeah, it's too much education. That's better. I don't know.
Ooh, switch regions.
I know you got to do something, right?
I have a terrible
shit, is it?
British accent. I don't know what region it is.
Oh, you can
I
do
don't
bad
know.
ones.
I don't know. I don't know anything. Anything. Let's say it with an F.
Yeah, do an F.
anything about
Anything.
about British accents
Ah.
or how to make them sound legitimate.
You sound like the worst John Oliver impersonator I've ever heard.
That's like drunk John Oliver doing
I'll
drunk John
see
Oliver.
you all in London town.
Oh man.
Boy.
We were
Well,
going to get beat up.
a bunch of time slots for Sam's autographs just opened up.
Hey, if you come get my autograph, I'll give you an accent.
I'll give you an accent. Different one.
Arsenal's rubbish. Just
Sure.
Arsenal. Yeah. Mine is.
Yeah.
I've been working on mine for a while. It
I wanna hear it.
It goes
Go
like
ahead.
this. It goes like this. Help is on the way, dear.
Oh God.
That's it.
I would like to apologize to England for just all
Oh
of
boy!
this.
You know what? I've been watching this incredible program that comes from the UK, and they put out some great shows. Luther, fantastic show.
Luther?
Watch
it's
Luther on
amazing.
Netflix with Idris Elba. It's amazing. It's short seasons, like 4 episodes. Luther. You've got Sherlock is great.
Sherlock.
You've got Doctor Who is fantastic.
Back.
And you have Love Island. Do you know about Love Island?
No.
Now
No,
Love
that
Island
was
is
not where I thought this was
basically
going.
that's my brand. Love Island is basically The Bachelor in Paradise, except it's British people that, because the weather's shit there, admittedly, they take them to Spain. They put them all in a house and then they just go fucking crazy. Like, it's like Big Brother meets Bachelor. They're all fucking and sucking. There's nudity, there's cussing. It's way better than American TV. The Bachelor is on ABC, which is owned by Disney. They can't get away with some guy going like, hey, you want to cock up your arse, do you? You know, like, and then they say this on the show. I watched 4 episodes
What's it
last
called?
night with my friends. It's called Love Island.
Love Island.
But it's great because my friend Laura is from Britain.
Laura
She's from
Bailey?
London. No, a different one. And she was breaking down the different accents and the different regions for us because she's like, oh, these 4 guys are all from Essex. I can tell
I was
by
about
the
to say,
accent.
they got to get some Essex. You can't have a show like that without somebody from
Yeah,
Essex.
they're all like, yeah. I'm sure for British, apparently it's on every night of the week and when it's on.
Oh my
And a
God.
season. So apparently it's a huge phenomenon in Britain. I can't wait to tell the critters out there
All the
that
good
I like
scouts.
that show and see which ones of our
right,
fans
I'm gonna-
also watch Love Island.
I'll watch it for.
It's
for
on Hulu.
accent
I thought you were going to
help.
bring
It's on
British
Hulu.
Bake Off because they were like
Oh,
QI
I mean,
or
that's
like
a
any of that.
timeless
I just
classic,
discovered
though.
that and it's just making me so happy.
That's up there with Downtown Abbey's. You
Downtown
know?
Abbey's,
Downtown
really.
Arby's. It's a great show. Will I see you tonight? Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. We got through a lot of canon questions tonight.
Sure.
Good night, everyone.